Hi folks, it's Serenity here, and I'm coming to you today just getting a bit of stuff off of my chest. I'm releasing, should I say, some things that are bothering me that I just really need to just put out there and let go of. Some things that I feel like if I don't do this, they're going to hinder me from moving forward. And so this is a part of my manifesting journey. I'm going to give it a topic today. The topic is going to be letting your light shine. And this is a part of me manifesting my own happiness starting from 2013. The biggest thing that I found, the biggest obstacle that I've found so far is how hard it is to stay positive and to stay energetically aligned when you're constantly bombarded by negativity and the limiting beliefs of others. 1 minute you can basically be on cloud 9. I mean, just, the next minute, it's like lightning just zapped you right out the sky and you're like flailing down to the ground like, no, clinging on, like, don't let me fall. And that lightning being whoever that negative person may be. It's just some things that are really bothering me that I really would like to move up from. There's a saying, Mark Twain quote, that says, never argue with a fool because onlookers may not be able to tell the difference. Wow, like, that is so true, because oftentimes you find yourself in the middle of conflict with someone who is like really argumentative, who really is just looking forward to this big scene, this big clash, and no matter how pathetic or ignorant or blatantly stupid this person who started this argument may be, at the end of the day, you feel foolish. At the end of the day, other people don't really know who to blame for this argument because it takes two to argue. So this is something that I really just need to release. I am sick of dealing with it, and I'm going to declare today that I am releasing it. So after the lightning zapped me, I'm going to just get up, straighten out the kink in my back, and brush the dirt off my shoulders, hold my head up, keep pushing, keep it moving. So these days I am really on a quest for spiritual enlightenment, a quest for conscious awakening, if I can say it like that. I mean, I want to have this peace. I want to be this peace that surpasses understanding. I want to move and become like a Buddha, if you will. Like, this is something that I'm now so passionate about that I don't think that others are going to understand, who are not on the same path as I am, are going to understand. Because for me, I have been stuck in such a place mentally all my life. This is the most liberating thing that I've ever tapped into. And it's amazing. I love this feeling. You know, I want to be patience. I want to be kindness. I want to be humility. I want to be strength. I want to be, honor. I want to be, generosity. I want to be commitment, compassion. I want to be, understanding and love, fairness, all that's good. I know we're not perfect, but right now I'm striving just for progress. I'm not striving for perfection. I'm just striving for progress. And I feel like this is the time when things or people come in your way because they see something happening and they can't deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, no matter how much of a quantum leap a person takes, I mean, in terms of inner self-improvement, I think unless you remove yourself from a certain situation, or you completely remove the situation, you're never going to remain or even elevate to that higher state. And that's something it's sad, but when you focus on something, you know, everything else doesn't really matter anymore. It's like whatever falls away is supposed to fall away. And not saying that in a bad way either. Saying that like meaning, you know, whatever is not helping you on your quest to whatever it is that you wish to gain. You can see I'm sitting here in the front of my vision board. Like I said, I have so many other things I want to add to this board. But the energy that I put into this board, I know that that alone is going to help me accomplish the things that I want, or help the things to actually energetically just align themselves with my energy, like my spirit. And this is just what I'm into right now. Like, some people really just don't want to change. Some people don't want to grow. Some people are just hunky-dory with where they are and who they are right now. And I mean, even if some people don't exactly like who they are, I think they've totally just accepted it as their reality. Like, okay, well, this is the cards I've been dealt, and I've got to just live with it. They don't see reality as something that you are the master manipulator of, the controller of, you know, they don't see it as something reality, as something they themselves can control. They just, you know, they are in a reactive state constantly. They're not in a proactive state, and I want to be in a proactive state. You know what I mean? I mean, doing the things that I love, doing the things that are going to benefit me and all of those around me. Unfortunately, it is people like me, though, who become the targets for these people, for these reactive people, because, you know, sometimes we have sympathy for these people. We have, you know, our hearts go out to them, and we kind of like empathize with them, and sometimes really just give them the benefit of the doubt. And like I learned from Dr. Phil's new book, I mean, Life Code, the time for benefit of the doubt is over. And I see why he says that. I mean, I am, as life kind of shows me things and these lightning bolts kind of knock me off of my cloud and stuff like that, I see more and more the reason why it's time to just stop giving everyone the benefit of the doubt, because everyone does not deserve the benefit of the doubt. I mean, no matter how grateful you are to someone, you should never really have to hide who you really are, or, you know, suppress who you are on the inside just to show your gratitude or to make them feel good about themselves. Because, and it doesn't, is speaking your mind or your heart doesn't really make you an ungrateful person, because anyone, not just myself, anyone, if someone comes along and gives you $1 million, I mean, you will praise this person like you've never praised anyone in your life, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, you made my day, you made my world a different place to be in. I mean, I can't thank you enough. But let's just say that person who gave you this money now, let's just say that person spits at you or slaps you in the face or calls you a bitch. Like, you're going to forget they gave you that money. You might even give them the money back. You might slap them with the money. You might, you know, you're going to go all out in retaliation against that person, because now it's like they've given you this money, but they expect to take advantage of you now because they feel like they own you. And that's not the way it should be. That's not what true generosity is. True love is not that. But like, every good story there is that we all know, I'm sure many of us grew up on these wonderful fairy tales and stuff. Like any good story, we know that just as things start to get better for the protagonist, that's the good guys or the good guy or gal in the story, she faces or he faces plenty of adversities. All the antagonists start to spring up out of the woodwork and try to make life a living hell now for the good guy. And then often, this resistance and adversity comes approaching the climax of the story. And this is what I call the great transition. This is when all of the truth is to be revealed. Who actually is the good guy and who is the bad guy? What are the reasons behind all the behaviors that you see and stuff like that? And then the people that were blamed for stuff all along, now that others know the truth, their conscience is clear. They know that, they have this freedom now to just move on with their life, And it's so ironic how often the good guys are the ones that are blamed for certain situations. Sometimes for a long, long time before the truth comes out, before this big scene comes and just, reveals everything about everyone who's involved in the situation in the story. What I really hate most, though, this may sound really horrible to say, but what I hate most is the fact that the people who have the biggest problems, the people that are so freaking messed up mentally and emotionally, are the ones who go out there and they go out of their way to procreate. And they procreate multiple times. And this contributes to a whole heap more of messed up people that come into our society and mess up everyone else's freaking life that they encounter. Why are you doing this? Why do this, Then the hot mess people turn around and blame everyone else but themselves for the consequences that they face because of their heinous actions, their heinous behaviors. Get it together, people. Really? This is something that I feel like there should definitely be